The purpose of a party is to have fun together.
That's right.
And a successful party needs planning and skill. And skill.
Just require me.
And skill.
Girls only want boyfriends who have great skills.
My DJ career started in Philadelphia. I was in such proximity to New York, and I had a lot of friends that were moving to New York. But I was like, I'm not trying to fucking pay $9,000 to live in a closet with 6 roommates, and And Chicago just always had this like interesting, burgeoning creative energy. And at the time, I was touring and playing in these kind of post-punk bands, and every time I came to Chicago, there was something amazing happening. When I was a kid, I wanted to be a comic book artist. And that led to this kind of imagination. I've always loved comic books and sci-fi and cartoons and stuff. And that was the kind of catalyst that made me start creating things in general. People often ask me, like, what instrument do you play? And my response is usually whatever instrument I need to get the idea from out of here and out here. Because I'm self-taught, to this day I can't read a lick of music. I can't read notes. I don't know any theory. But when I started teaching, it's this thing where, I'm explaining to kids, like, finger number 1 on the 3rd fret. I didn't even know how to read tabs or any of that. And I'm learning now as a teacher. But breaking things down into incremental bite-sized pieces, that is the way that I have learned to do a lot of things. That and the fact that I have this kind of ADD, which my attention is constantly disparate and looking for some new stimulation. So no matter what I'm doing, whether it's jujitsu, whether it's swimming, whether I'm learning how to play an instrument, whether I'm drawing something, if I'm teaching, like, the idea is, well, what is the first step, the first teeny tiny step? I think the difference between me and most people is that I do so with a willingness to fail and usually without any kind of formal introduction to it. I have to see it. I have to put my hands on it. I have to try it.
I can tell you I don't have money, but what I do have are a very particular set of skills.
Jiu-jitsu. I love jiu-jitsu. And I loved Hong Kong cinema. Oh my God. So I was just drawn to martial arts as a fun fantasy escape thing. And then there were these brothers in Philly that had opened up a new, affiliate school, and they were the Miglerese brothers, and they were fucking cool. They looked like superheroes, and they were just charming, cool dudes who were very, very inviting school. And then I never looked back. There's this aspect of being in the moment that your mind is not allowed to wander, because your kind of mammalian instincts are like, someone's trying to kill us. You know what I mean? So there's this sense of being in the moment, and it's thrilling and it's exciting. But you also have to stay calm, and looking at that from the kind of outsider perspective in my mind, it's really like, wow, I'm doing this thing, I teach for a nonprofit organization called Darden of Chicago. Our mission statement is we provide quality music education for children in underserved communities. I live a profoundly privileged life. And because of it, I think that it's important for me to find a project to engage in that puts something back on the table. I think it would be intellectually dishonest for me to try to give you the definition of the meaning of life, but I do know how I would like to live the life that I have, since I don't know what the point of it is. I want to live a positive, productive, and creative life, ideally filled with love and adventures.